Welcome to Bainbridge Island. This is one of the most monumentous days in the history of the state of Washington, and I think it's appropriate to put it in a historical context. So let me allude to some of the founding language that started actually our nation's history. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, amongst those rights being the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of pickleball. Hail this sport, sing its praises from the beginning and the birthplace of pickleball to the far reaches of the earth. And we are here to make the state sport of the state of Washington pickleball at long last. What a great day. Trudy, see? It works. This is a sport for the multitudes. It's one that everybody can play, and I mean everybody. It gives a gift to all Washingtonians. To those of age, it gives youth. To those who like competition, it gives a score, a winner, a loser. To singles, it gives you the chance to become doubles. To doubles, it gives you the chance to repair your relationship so you do not become singles. And to those who do not like cooking, it gives you an excuse to stay out of the kitchen. This is a sport for everyone. And besides making this the state sport, we should give consideration to changing our motto to Omnibus Ludus, everyone plays, because everyone has the chance to play pickleball. Look, London can have Wimbledon. Rome can have the Colosseum. We have the epicenter of the sporting world today at the pickleball court where it all started on Bainbridge Island. And I'm happy to say that. We've been waiting a long time for this. We've had the western hemlock as our state tree. We've had the goldfinch as our state bird. And now we have the monument to fun, which is pickleball. And I'm proud to say that our legislature understood that. And I'm proud that even the U.S. Congress got involved in this with Joel Pritchard and Bill Bell and Barney McCallum. I think this is the greatest achievement of the U.S. Congress as well, and perhaps in American history. How about a round of applause for the three originators of this incredible sport? I've always considered Joel Pritchard as sort of the prototypical Washingtonian because he believed in the environment, he believed in democracy, and he believed in fun. And that's what we have when we play pickleball. So let's congratulate Washingtonians for giving the world yet another invention. You know, we're very innovative people. Think what Washingtonians did here. We took the humble cucumber, we made it into a pickle, and then we made it into the fastest growing sport in the world today, pickleball. That is quite an invention, quite an achievement. And now I want to introduce the guy who got this going in the state legislature, Senator John Lovick from the 41st. John,
Thank
44th.
You, Governor.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to tell you this. Thank you, Governor. And it's always difficult to follow the governor. And I made the monumental mistake to letting him go first today because he covered a lot of things I wanted to say. Governor Inslee, I want to thank you for being here. And I want to tell all of you, this is absolutely incredible. 7 months ago, my dear friend Chuck Wright, standing right here, and I were out walking. And he said, John, do we have a state sport? I said, not to my knowledge. He said, we should make pickleball the state sport. And we did a few things. We ran across a lady by the name of Kate Van Gent sitting over here. We brought a few people together, and here we are. But I'm going to tell you my favorite story about pickleball. Last week, I was getting ready to head to Olympia to pick up a few things, and I typed in my phone. I've been sending so many messages about pickleball, so I typed into my iPhone, pick up items. And believe it or not, my phone did autocorrect, and it changed the word pick up to pickleball. Go figure. Every time I type pick up in my phone, it automatically autocorrects to pickleball. So with that, thank all of you for being here. And I want to introduce Stu Upson. He's the CEO of USA Pickleball from Florida, and he and I have had several conversations about this. Thanks for joining us today, Stu.
Hey everyone, how we doing? Just want to say thank you so much for having us here. It's USA Pickleball. We're the national governing body of the sport, and I got this job at the right time about a year ago, so I'll take credit for all the growth, even though I had absolutely nothing to do with it. The thing about pickleball that's so amazing is, yes, it's growing, but the fact that we're getting all of this media coverage, and the fact that we are now in a position where there are stories on pickleball on CNN, the New York Times, The Economist, NPR, the BBC, Vanity Fair. The fact that I'm quoted in the Wall Street Journal shows you that something is definitely wrong with this, okay? But it's so exciting to be here because we're here in the great state of Washington to celebrate the great state of pickleball. And when I talk to people around the country about the sport, especially if they're kind of new to the game or just kind of discovering it, they don't realize that the sport was invented in 1965. We were growing so quickly, and they see all the media coverage, but when they say it was developed here in 1965 on Bainbridge Island, they are totally amazed. And what's important in so many sports is to recognize the history of the game, and it happened right here 57 years ago, which is incredible, and all these people are here to celebrate it. And the fact that in pickleball, we all know one of the great things about the sport is its culture. It's social, it's welcoming, and the fact events like this represent that. And as the sport gets bigger, let's face it, the more money comes into it, we need to make sure that we keep that culture, to keep the integrity of the game when it was created here. So thanks to everybody. Thanks for pushing this bill through and making it happen. From a USA Pickleball perspective, we're honored to be here, and thank all of you for what you do for the sport. Now I'm going to introduce Faith Angel.
Hello, everybody. I feel a little bit formal today, a little bit dressed up, but these days I only have two types of clothes, my pickleball clothes and formal, so I went with formal. So thank you, Governor Inslee. This is a great day for our state. In addition to honoring the legacy of pickleball's founders, Bill Bell, Barney McCallum, and Joel Pritchard, SB 5615 has made mental and physical health a priority. This bill will encourage the construction of pickleball facilities on par with those in states such as Arizona and Florida, and attract tourists eager to visit the birthplace of pickleball. Washington is a state of bountiful resources such as the Pacific razor clam and beautiful landscapes like the Palouse waterfall. It is also a state of innovators and inventors. Bill Bell, Barney McCallum, and Joel Pritchard were such people and invented pickleball, a sport played on every continent here on Bainbridge Island. One of the few sports that can be played outdoors and socially distanced, pickleball gave people relief from isolation and helped them forge new friendships and community bonds. The sponsor of this bill, Senator John Levick, has said, "We can choose to live in a cave or a cocoon. By making pickleball the official state sport, our government has chosen cocoon, and Washingtonians can emerge refreshed and revitalized." Thank you, Governor Inslee.
Did we have another speaker? This is great. If someone just like to come on up. Governor, it's up to you now.
Okay, I got some more work to do here,
Yes,
John.
and I just want to say thank you again, Governor. He and I had a conversation about this a while back, and I know he was doing a press conference one day, and the first thing he said he was going to sign the pickleball bill once we passed it. And it helped me get people inspired to do this. So thank you again, Governor.
Thanks, John. Thanks for your leadership here. I got a little more work to do. I'd also hope we can thank Scott and Carol Stover. Scott was one of the all-time great athletes at Queen Anne High School and still one of the all-time great pickleball players. Thank you for opening our court. Scott and Carol, we appreciate you doing that. I have one other duty before I sign this bill, and that is on occasion, I meet someone who's truly an inspiration to me, who's inspired me to greater acts of leadership. And when I do that, I take off my pin. This is the Governor's Washington State Apple pin. and I can pin it on them when I meet somebody who's really done something I consider special. Well, a few years ago, I was talking to a guy, a friend of mine for quite some period of time, a tremendous athlete himself, who about 3 years ago said, Jay, you got to make pickleball the state sport. And I said, well, you know, I'm not sure I can really do that through executive order. We need the legislature to act, and I got this COVID to deal with and other stuff, you know. And he goes, no, you got to act. Well, he's inspired me at least to sign the bill. Today's Washingtonian of the day, by hereby executive order, is Clay Roberts. Clay, could you come up here and get the Washingtonian of the day?
Don't stick it straight in.
Not straight in. It would bounce off. Clay Roberts, the greatest athlete South High School has ever produced. And today, this guy's actually 109 years old. And look what pickleball's done for him. Congratulations, son.
Nice.
Okay, let's sign a bill.
Yeah.
Let's sign a bill. Here we go. Okay, let's gather around here.
Why don't you go gather? I'll take a picture.
Two pins. Okay, we all set? Yep. Okay, we're here for Senate Bill 5615. This bill honors a great sport that Washingtonians Bill Bell, Barney McCallum, and Lieutenant Governor and Congressman Joel Pritchard invented at the summer cabin at Bainbridge Island in 1965. We know that pickleball is a great sport for all ages and all abilities. And by the way, is the greatest bonding activity between grandparents and grandchildren yet invented. For that reason, we are officially designating pickleball as the official sport of the state of Washington. Thanks, Senator Lovick. I am signing this bill, and everybody play away. Okay, everybody plays. Everybody plays. Here we go. Inslee, all right. Everybody plays. Okay, we're going to argue. There we go, John. And where's the Pritchard here? Somewhere around here.
I'm one.
There we go, bud. We'll
Thank you
get
very
some
much, Governor.
Okay, we're going to sign a few of these too, I guess, right? Am I signing these? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right. Do you get an extra point if you get one of these?
That's exactly
Sign, is that the deal?
I expect you to play with those later on.
All right. All right. All right. We're good.
All right.
Okay, off play some pickleball.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's go play some pickleball. Here we go. A little pickleball.